What's good, what's good? Welcome to another video. I'm just having some realizations, just thinking about how I really have the space to talk freely. I think that oftentimes we get carried away with what we're doing. We're not doing as good as we should. We're not learning the things we need to achieve our goals. And I know everybody says that, oh yeah, let's have goals, but at the end of the day, bro, what are we doing here anyways? Whether I'm working a regular job or not, it's I want to have my hobbies and interests. I want to do things, and depending on how much you want it, well, it doesn't depend on that. It's more um, we obviously want to do these activities we enjoy a lot more. So my point is just goals are a very essential part of our lives. And I think it starts with just questioning what you can do, because sometimes we just think about it but not in the best way, because this is all for your benefit. You were born here, God gave you this life, and you can make the best out of it. You don't want to just forget about it and just carry on your whole life, because eventually you will retire and you're gonna end up seeing how your life just passed by and you still didn't do the things you wanted to do. And I also think about when all of us were kids, we had that joy, we had that freedom to just feel like we can have fun all the time. And life isn't just about having fun, but it's a big part of it, at least for me. And it's cool, bro. You might feel like you're not in a place you really want to be at, you know what I'm saying? You might not have another partner, you might not have moved out of your parents' house yet, and things like that. So it's really just important to know where you're at. I always say that, but it's just true. Don't get too ahead of yourself, and just do what you can handle now. And think about it, observe where you're really at, so that you can figure out what the next step is, not just what the next steps are. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to think about too, because I think oftentimes we think oh yeah, I can't do what all these other people are doing, I'm not good enough. And it's bro, but you haven't even tried. And it's more than just that, bro. I just want you to know, you're gonna suck at first. You're not gonna be good at whatever it is you want to do. And the coolest thing is that you can mess up and fail again, and it doesn't matter. You're not just gonna like if you're making videos for a living, if that's what you want to do, you're not just gonna be in front of a million people one day, on day one, and just feel all the pressure and get nervous. You could literally record yourself and just never look at it again and just delete it. But my point is, you have to just do it over and over and over again. And you might not feel the difference at first, but eventually you will. And that just goes to show that you can really get from point A to B, with B being the end result, because it's just not that hard when you put that much time into it. So I just want to motivate you guys, tell you guys more of what's possible, because we're in this life, and we all got to work together, share ideas, but we also have to be wise enough and smart enough to put the effort in and realize what we got to know, so that we can take control, so we can make our decisions and have the right intentions. Because at the end of the day, that's all it takes, is just persistence. Focus on what you want to do, know who you are, or at least discover more of who you are, and that's what will open up the doors for you. We all make mistakes, we all go through things, and it's all good, man. You don't have to be ashamed, you don't have to be afraid. Just try and relax, stay comfortable, take some deep breaths, and just appreciate life. Just be happy that you're here, and you're on a path. you're being guided, you know. You're setting yourself up for the best, you know. And that's just a good mindset to have. So it's good, man. You can tell yourself affirmations every morning when you wake up. You can meditate even for 5 minutes. Do some yoga to activate your body. Just kind of like feel more alive and not feel so tense. You know, that's what I mean. And, you know, just that's what I'm learning about myself too, is like I've thought about all the things I want to do and I've tried all these things. And for a minute there, I just got bored, kind of like I just kind of stayed stagnant. And I realized that it's not waiting for you. You're not waiting for it, it's waiting for you to react to it and just act on what you want to do in life. So you really just have to have the energy to like get up every day and just feel excited, feel pumped, and make it what it is. You know, you can't just, like I said, man, you can't just expect it to happen. You have to, you know, like you could literally do so much in one day or feel bored for a whole day. And so it's really up to you, man. I'm just saying, like, take the choice and initiative to like make something happen, make it worth it, you know, with whatever you got.